Linda through to the quarterfinals. You must be feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Finally, I managed to do the next step to go to the quarterfinals. So, of course, I'm very relieved. Though it was a really good match out there. Of course, in the end, some nerves to close it out, but I'm really happy with everything today. I played her just in Bad Homburg, the last tournament, and I thought I did many things much better today, which I think made a difference. So I'm really happy about that.
Hi Belinda, congratulations on your win. I just want to know what was going through your head when your victory was confirmed at that moment, because you were quite emotional at the end of the match there.
Well, I think it's in this moment, I think it's just all the stress going away from you. And I think your body just reacts with like, like breathing out and kind of knowing that finally you don't need to worry about the next point, just kind of, yeah, it's done. So for sure, like the relief, it's the biggest emotion, but also like joy and kind of a little bit, yeah, you know, like after a fight, your emotions are so high. So it's tough to like describe one. It's kind of crazy what goes through your mind, but yeah, just joy and relief, I would say.
Congratulations. It was a lovely encore interview afterwards, and you gave a shout out to mums who juggle. I wonder, what is the best piece of advice you were given about coming back to work after having a baby?
It's very difficult to say one piece of advice. I think it's very individual, for sure. I think you have to, for sure, be ready and also be content in what you're going to do. There's no point of, you know, trying to force things and just going back to work. So I feel like you have to be really prepared for not being able to do everything perfectly, you know, because I think it's what I try sometimes, you know, in the household, in the tennis court, in being a mom. And I think you just have to let some things go. You have to compromise. You have to, yeah, just let some things go. And I'm really lucky. I have a great support from all my family, especially my husband. So shout out to him. And also, I didn't want to say just moms who juggle, but also dads and parents in general. So I want to make that clear.
Hi Belinda, Fazan here from Quarter Shot. When you first came back onto tour less than a year ago, after having your daughter, did you think your level would be this high? Are you surprised at all by your level, or not really at all?
I am surprised. I'm really happy about it. Of course, I try not to think about it. Of course, I feel great on the practice court when I was coming back. That's why I felt like I came back earlier than I expected from myself. But yeah, I'm also surprised about how fast the results are coming. I think it's just really a result of the work we put in, and also the mindset that I have now. Of course, you could see I'm trying my best to win. I'm fighting with everything I have on the court, and I still want to win very badly, but I think it's much different now. And yeah, as I said, I am surprised, but of course I'm not going to complain about it.
Really?
Following up on the question about motherhood, how would you describe how things are different now as a competitor and as a person for you to be on the tour as a mom?
It's a very general question. Of course, everything is very different. I think I have a different approach. I don't practice as much as I used to. I still try to do the best on the practice court and on the match court. I feel like I'm more productive because I have less time. And then it's also really nice to spend time off the court and kind of, you know, make, like, you know, on the tournaments, you have to kind of pretend that it's the real life. Like you have to, I don't know, try to make the day as normal as possible and not try to hang out on site all the time and just, you know, go see places, go see aquariums, go see, I don't know, play places, kindergarten, just so I think it feels as normal as possible for us to travel around the world and be kind of like a week in every city. It's kind of challenging, but also, yeah, we try to make it as normal as possible.
But how does it feel for you different? What's the feeling you get from the sport and being in it now that you are a mom?
I have the same feeling. I am still, when I'm on the court, I'm the same tennis player like I was before. I am doing the best as I can on the court. I'm still very, how do you say, not emotional, but I really care a lot about my sport. I want to do the best. So on the court, I'm the same.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, this time it is on motherhood as well. I think you're the last player in the female draw who is a mother. Does that surprise you? Do you think anything else could be done to help more women in the sport have children?
I don't know if it surprised me. Of course, I'm really happy about it. I'm also got inspired a lot from other players. I don't look at the draw and see like, oh, okay, I'm the last mom, like I have to win, so I'm gonna be like, that's not how it works, for sure not. I'm really happy for everyone who does well, and I think everyone has their own story, coming back from injury or just grinding their way or being up and coming player or being a player that's been on the tour for years. So I'm really genuinely happy for everyone. And I mean, I think the sport is doing the best, you know, to be in the right direction for moms, to make it easier to also take the decision to have a family, and also for current moms that are just on the tour right now. So I definitely think it's going into a good direction for our sport, and also we are showing the way for other sports, I would say.
Hi Belinda, sorry this one's a bit more boring, it's about Hawkeye. I just wanted to ask you, you've been on 4 courts now from 17, 18 now to 1. I know last week you said that you've lost a bit of trust in it, but like after yesterday's error on centre court, have you lost more trust in it?
Honestly, yes, I don't trust it. I don't like want to talk about it too much, but it's really stressful. Sometimes you see a ball that's out, you want to stop playing, but now I'm reminding myself to just play every ball. It's difficult to say. I don't just feel this in my matches. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But I also see a lot of bad calls in other matches.
I spoke to Cilic and he said one of his own serves, he says he thinks that it went like that far out. He said, it's like, do you ever notice maybe your own shots and you're just going,
Sometimes, yes. Yeah, at one serve, I almost stopped playing because I thought they're going to call it out, and she kept playing, and I was like, okay. So yeah, I'm really trying to focus on playing every ball and not stopping play just because my eyes think that the ball is in or out. And of course, the incident on center court yesterday was tough for Pavlyuchenko. She definitely won the game.
Aki?
Congratulations. On the court, you said that this tournament is the one you always wanted to play good, and maybe you are too young to remember that Martina Hingis won this tournament, but what is the oldest memory regarding this tournament, and why this tournament is so special for you?
Yeah, so I don't remember that one because it was the year I was born, 97. So I've seen it on replay, and I know she won Wimbledon in 1997. So I think the youngest memory I have is probably when Roger Federer won it in 2003. And I was 6 years old, and he was holding the beautiful trophy, and I said, oh, I really want to have this trophy as well. And then I realized for the woman it's a different trophy. So I think that's the first memory I have. And then, of course, all the years that Roger won Wimbledon, we were all watching always also the crazy match in 2008 with Rafa Nadal in the final. So yeah, I have a lot of memories of watching Wimbledon on TV as a child, and obviously hoping to play here one day.
Last English question, Alex.
Congratulations. Lots of talk this week about how grass is becoming a niche surface, and that's the reason for a lot of the upsets in the first week.
For a niche surface?
Yeah, sort of a unique surface that players haven't got used to because their games are built for hard courts, they don't have enough matches. But you, as someone who had success on grass very, very quickly, very immediately, so I was wondering if you had that period of adjustment where you didn't feel comfortable on it and you had to change things, or whether it just came naturally to you?
It came very naturally to me. I played on grass for the first time in a junior tournament in Halle, and it was the first time I stepped on it and hit a few balls. It was so natural, and I was like, wow, I love this surface from the first moment that I was on it. So for me, I didn't have to do any adjustments. And me personally, I would wish the grass season to be longer. I would wish the grass season to maybe have a 1,000 tournament, and I really enjoy it every year. I think it's tough because me personally, I would choose to play 4 tournaments like on grass every week that there is. But of course, you have to be your best in Wimbledon and kind of also save your energy a little bit for Wimbledon. So it's a bit tricky to kind of go through the grass season without playing too much. So I feel like I just played 1 tournament before Wimbledon and then Wimbledon, and that's it with the grass season. So I think that's a bit of a shame.
Okay, thank you. We're going to switch to Swiss.